Good morning, everybody. It's a great honor and a privilege for me to open the fourth International Symposium on the System of Radiological Protection, ICRP 2017. Indeed, this year, this symposium is one of a kind. For the very first time, the ICRP Symposium will be in conjunction with the second European Radiological Protection Research Week. I will call it later the European Radio Protection Week. It's easier. So it is bringing together the international and European radiological communities, and it makes this symposium unique. Before I continue with a short explanation on the historical background of this joint event, I would like to take the opportunity to announce the presence of Émilie Cariou, the presence to this event. She will join us in a moment. Madame Cariou is a member of Parliament, and she represents the president of the committee of the French Parliament, the committee dedicated to science and technology. It is also a real pleasure to welcome today's chair of ICRP, Claire Cousin. Hi, Claire. She's since 2001 a distinguished member of ICRP, and she contributes greatly to the evolution, the production, and the success of the ICRP. I'm also very pleased to welcome the European Radiological Protection Research Community, Jacques Repussart of Melody. Hi, Jacques. Hildegard von den Hove, Chair of Alliance, Werner Room, Chair of Eurados, Christophe Ocean, Chair of Euramed, and Thierry Schneider, Chair of NERIS. I would also like to extend a very warm welcome to Bill McWood. Bill is currently Director General of NEA, the Nuclear Energy Agency of the OECD. And Bill, with the Nuclear Energy Agency, brought a decisive support to this symposium. Thank you, Bill. But last but not least, a warm welcome to all the participants, to all of you from all around the world. I am convinced that together we will contribute to the success of this unique joint event. Let's take a step back in time to better understand how this event was born. The proposal to host in France the fourth ICRP Symposium was made 3 years ago by Jacques Repussart as chair of Melody and my predecessor as Director General of IRSN. This was officially announced in Seoul during the third ICRP Symposium in October 2015. When I took office in IRSN in April 2016, I decided to confirm the commitment of IRSN to organize and host this symposium. Indeed, it is a unique opportunity for France and IRSN to contribute to the advancement of radio protection. It is a unique opportunity to improve international networking between the different radio protection communities to the benefit of science. The event, which was originally foreseen, was different from the event we are opening today. What happened? The event originally proposed at the ICRP Symposium combined with Melody platform meeting. The non-European members beyond the audience may not know what Melody is. Melody is an acronym for Multidisciplinary European Low Dose Initiative. What does that mean precisely? Well, Melody is a European research platform created in 2009. It is dedicated to the research on the risk related to low-dose ionizing radiation. It brings together the main European actors and institutions in this domain. The issue of low dose and dose rate exposure to ionizing radiation is a critical one, since the vast majority of exposure of the population concern the low dose range. Jacques Repussart, chair of Melody, had the idea that it would be very fruitful to bring together the researchers and the experts of ICRP. This was the original plan. However, in the last 8 years, other European platforms were created with similar structures. I mentioned their chair just a minute ago. So Eurados, NERIS, Alliance, and Euramed. And Jacques Repussart will certainly tell you more about these different platforms in a moment. So 1 year ago, in October 2016, in the light of greater integration of European research platforms on radio protection, it was decided to set up a joint research in Oxford, a successful event hosted by Public Health England under the leadership of Simon Buffler was held, and it was the first European Radiation Protection Week. Since this European Radio Protection Week has the vocation of being an annual event, it was clear that the meeting in Paris could no longer be only an ICRP Melody event, but an ICRP European Radiation Protection Week event. As you all understand, this is quite a change in terms of organization, but with the willpower and positive input of everyone, we finally made it, and here we are all together. The symposium has a large scope and brings together during 3 days of conference and exchanges researchers, experts, professionals, students from Europe and abroad. Participants are involved in the different scientific fields of radiological protection. So altogether, you represent a wide spectrum of background and skills, united by science, and I am very pleased, very pleased to see all you here. Radiological protection. 2 words to express a vast domain of scientific discipline. Epidemiology, radiation biology, biological and physical dosimetry, radiation toxicology, ecotoxicology, and environmental science, social science, all with the aim of advancing knowledge and know-how for radiation protection. Radiological protection is 2 words applicable to numerous situations of exposure to ionizing radiation. Medical exposure of patients, exposure to radon of the population. In daily life, these 2 situations are the 2 main ones in terms of dose and of number of persons concerned. Chronic exposures at very low to moderate level, representative of the variety of situations of environmental exposure to radioactive substances. Exposure of workers in medicine, nuclear industry, non-destructive industry control, and many other industrial applications. Potential exposure in case of accident of irradiation or nuclear accident. For the latter, accidental radioactivity releases may lead to a widespread contamination of the environment and affect large territory. Indeed, this should not happen, and nuclear safety must be the highest priority. Nevertheless, experience showed that an accident cannot be excluded. We have to prepare ourselves. We have to draw at all times, the lesson learned from the Chernobyl and Fukushima accident, the Chernobyl and Fukushima disaster. Radiological protection, 2 words that includes all rules, procedures, and means of prevention and surveillance to prevent or reduce the adverse effect of ionizing radiation. The effect can be direct or indirect on individuals or on the environment. To set up those rules applicable as regulation in the different countries, recommendations are necessary, and ICRP has a leading role for this. Its action in the long term are essential for the protection against ionizing radiation, its completeness and its consistency. But we must not forget that humans are exposed to many other pollutants and stressors. This has paved the way to the concept of environmental health. By the way, the concept of environmental health led to the creation of a public health agency, like, for example, in France or in the UK. Because most of the stressors are genotoxic, it may be proved impossible to differentiate DNA lesions due to one stressor from DNA lesions due to another one. The mechanism of signalization and repair of DNA lesions are at the crossroads of the alteration of the genome, its functioning and its regulation. This point is even more enlarged since ionizing radiation has proved to trigger not only genotoxicity, but also various types of biological responses like the vast majority of any other environmental insults. To deepen the basis of the radioprotection system, extensive research is clearly needed on this issue. European platforms are involved in collaborative efforts to organize, mutualize, and develop this research at the international level. Indeed, it is important to focus research effort on key issues in radiation protection. As quoted by John Tukey, a famous American statistician, an approximate answer to the right question is worth a great deal more than a precise answer to the wrong question. It is the reason why we must stay open-minded and be ready to think outside the box in order to reformulate critical issues. I would like to illustrate this by 4 examples of such complex issues. First one is the concept of a radiation-induced cancer at low dose still relevant? I mean, the cancer which would result from the exposure to low-dose ionizing radiation only. Should not we start to envisage all exposure together, already named exposome? Second issue, the radiological protection system has been proved to be efficient and fruitful for the collective protection of the population. There is scientific evidence that the response to ionizing radiation varies substantially from one person to another. As time comes for personalized radiological protection, paying attention to ethical issues, the already extensive basic research on corresponding biomarkers should be transferred to clinical practice as screening test. Third issue, risk evaluation has been based on the effective dose. This effective dose is not applicable to evaluate the risk for a given individual. Should not we develop a risk evaluation based on absorbed dose or equivalent dose? Fourth issue, the preparedness of society across Europe and beyond to face short and long-term consequences of a nuclear accident or of a radiological terrorist act remains a critical issue. Recent news has shown that what we thought unbelievable can finally happen, unfortunately, in a repetitive manner. Indeed, addressing the critical issues clearly requires expertise in many disciplines. It requires collaboration and coordination of R&D activities. These questions and many others will be raised and examined during this event. I will try to keep it short, but I would like to say a few words about IRSN and its long-standing involvement with ICRP on the one hand, and its strong cooperation with the European platforms on the other hand. For those who are not familiar with the Institute, IRSN is a French public institution dedicated to research and expertise in radiological protection and nuclear safety and security. Regarding expertise, IRSN provides about 800 opinions each year to answer the requests of French authorities and agencies. 30% of our budget is dedicated to research, and 25% of our staff is dedicated to radiological protection. IRSN has worked in close cooperation with ICRP for many years. For example, we have 5 members in committees and 15 more involved in different task groups. One of IRSN staff is a member of the main commission. We have installed a French working group open to all stakeholders. This group is meeting twice a year to discuss ICRP recommendation, and we translate in French the ICRP documents to make them available to the French community. The Institute has also been very active in the recent year in the 5 platforms of research. Since their creation, you have 2 members in Melody, 14 in Eurados, 6 in Allianz, and 5 in NERIS. So after the greatness of working to protect our fellow women and men and the firmament of science, let's come down to earth with some practical remarks. The program of this conference has been organized to take into account the close correspondence between the different committees of the ICRP and the different European platforms. Thus, joint thematic sections will take place throughout the Congress in this ballroom 1 and 2, where we are now. Other sessions organized by the other platform will take place at the same time in the ballrooms just across the corridor. The abstracts, which have not been retained as oral presentation, are displayed as posters in the Portland area, just 1 floor below. In the same area, you will find a few booths dedicated to research and education, and in the middle of this Portland area, surrounded by posters and booths, the coffee breaks will take place. To conclude, I wish you an exceptional and fruitful conference. I am confident that your presentation, discussion, and insight will contribute to enhancing radiological protection worldwide, especially with a program mixing basic science, sharing best practices, and practical recommendations. Complex issues are emerging due to policy changes, scientific advances and gaps, radiological risk perception by the public, and a growing awareness of interconnection between human and ecosystem health. I am a strong believer that only a combined and collaborative R&D effort would resolve this issue. The very interesting scientific program of this week clearly demonstrates the added value of the integration of all the disciplines. I hope the ICRP Radio Protection Week event in Paris will contribute to promote this integration approach at the world level. Last but not least, I would like to warmly thank all those who make this event possible at IRSN, at ICRP, in each of the European platforms, and my special thanks go to the sponsor. You have seen their logos on the screen. I would like to end by saying that I look very much forward to this conference, and I hope it is likewise. Thank you very much for your attention.